Hello. Hello. Oh dear. Don't expect anything good. Now that you're here, you may as well try to stick around as long as possible. It might be difficult, it might be very painful. It might be not very rewarding. But give it a go, please. Does that come up? Well, thank you for clicking on whatever you just clicked on. Or sorry that you've just clicked on. I ain't got a clue what I'm doing. But I'm going to try and make a video. So I like how Stu says welcome back YouTube, or I liked Woodlands was greetings YouTube. I really like that. I've got nothing. I was thinking, oh, shall I start our videos off by saying something in Japanese, but maybe people won't understand, or maybe people understand too much and they go, oh, your pronunciation's so shit. So, I don't know, what can I do? How the fuck can I start this video? I like to greet people by going, yo yo yo. Hey people, I'm at 7 minutes, 7 minutes, I ain't done fuck all. Right. Fuck. Hey people, thank you for finding this video. I would appreciate if you could stick it out just a little bit longer. Why am I thanking you? You do yourself a favour. Fucking find another video. I've got a face for radio and a voice for not radio. For fuck's sake. Oh dear. Just think, there's people worse than you. There's people worse than you. There's people worse than you. Yeah, the only problem is nearly everyone is better. But anyway, let's see what shit. I'm gonna start with showing you a beer. I'm gonna be drinking a box. It's me. It's your man in Japan. It's my first video. It's gonna be shit. And what's the point in wasting the first video where I'm gonna be like really rusty on showing you good stuff? I'm gonna start the show off by cracking open this beer. It's an IPA. I like IPAs. People think they're poncy, or what, hipster was a word that I heard the other day and all that shit. I don't give a fuck. You're all Shibuya. So, Basubi, what the fuck are you doing? Taking up my valuable time when I could be watching good stuff like Retro Bear. To be fair, well, there's been a few inspirations, should we say. One of them is Retro Bear, who's got a massive Wii collection, and I've been really enjoying watching his videos, and it's kind of made me want to. Well, I've been wanting to make a video for a long time, like years, which I haven't made. Since I've been in Japan, I made 2 videos. One was eating a manju Kirby, and one was opening up a Famicom cartridge. And neither of those were this style of video, really. So, yeah, I don't know, just things have just got in the way, and let's just leave it at that. Anyway, games. What am I going to show you? I don't know if you can hear that noise, but my youngest daughter, her bedroom is right above this room, and she rages, so we might hear some shouting and some banging, and she actually broke her monitor the other day by raging, so I wasn't very impressed. So lots of M's and you know, annoying stuff. Right, I'm going to show you my entire PlayStation 2 and PlayStation 3 collection. Possibly, I may as well do Xbox and Xbox 360 because it's tiny. And then I've got a couple of pickups. So, let's start with PlayStation. Now, I don't really collect for PlayStation. I do like the PlayStation. I love the PlayStation. I don't have anything against anything. You know, you could call me a Nintendo fanboy, but I do like them all. It was just, you know, space, time, money. So you got to kind of pick your battles. And I kind of just stick with Nintendo in terms of collecting. But I love the Dreamcast, I love the Saturn, I love the Mega Drive. I'm not so much of a fan of the Master System, but then I'm not that much of a fan of the NES either. So, aside from Mario Bros. 3, I really couldn't give a toss about the NES. So anyway, I have two. I say two, yeah, two PAL PlayStation 1 games. Two. One is Tenchu. Now, as a teenager, what year is this? I don't know. Yeah, 98. Say I was nearly not a teenager when this came out. We called it Tenchu. It's actually pronounced Tenchu, and it means Heaven's Wrath, I guess. Like Heaven's Retribution. You know, basically getting your own back. Well, not getting your own back. Like sort of God's way of getting his own back. Anyway, Tenchu. I do have a bit of a Tenchu collection going on, which I might show you in this video. I'm not sure. We'll see how we're doing for time. But yeah, Tenchu. Incidentally, it is a great game. It's difficult to go back and play it now though with those controls. But it is an amazing game, and I have a friend, Hayden, who is a massive Tenchu fan. I always keep sending him the different games, so I think he's going to make like a display of all the Tenchu games. The other PAL game that I have is, and this is probably one of my favourite games ever. Not the favourite, but it's in there. It's maybe top 10, definitely top 20, and that is Tokka 2. This was really the golden era, or towards the end of the golden era of the BTCC, and I really liked British touring cars. And it was really the world touring cars back then, you know. And the original, my brother had the original game, and we played it to death. But when this came out, like the AI of the cars, and in the first one it seemed like they were all on rails, and in this one it just seemed a bit more sort of realistic, like you were actually racing other cars rather than racing a train. And yeah, it's just amazing. I love it, and I want to play this game again, but I don't have any equipment to play it. I've got an abundance of PlayStations and PlayStation 2s. Seriously, I'm looking at a wall of, there's 2, 3 PlayStations, 2 PlayStation Slims, 3 fat plate PS2s. I can't see them, but I do know that there is 2 PS1s behind there as well. But they're all Japanese, and you know, without arsing around, I cannot play this game. So I want to try and rectify that somehow, and I want to play this game. That's the end. That's the end of my PlayStation collection. Well, PAL PlayStation collection. But to be fair, my Japanese PlayStation collection is not that much bigger as it looks at. Here they are, right in front of me. Right. So Japanese PlayStation. I'm gonna start with this one. Formula 1 97. So back in 97, 90, probably they usually came out like a year before, didn't they? Or I'm not sure with Formula 1 games actually, but around about 97 anyway. I think it was me and my friend Carl would play I think it was 96 on the PlayStation, and then when this came out, it was just even better. The commentary was better, and the racing was slightly better. So yeah, we played this game a ton, and finding out all like the shortcuts and that you could do on it. And when I picked this up, it was like dirt cheap. I was so happy because it lets you choose the English commentary of Murray Walker and Martin Brundle. So yeah, I was really surprised about that. I wasn't expecting it. So that's sort of like a a nostalgic game as well. This is not a nostalgic game. I'd never even heard of this until like a couple of years ago. Pocket Fighter. It's basically Street Fighter, but I don't know. It's kind of like anime style, and yeah, I never played it, but yeah, it looks quite interesting. So. I got this in a bundle of racing games that I saw online one time, and you know, I tell a lie. I'm looking at the game. I wanted a game that I could use the Neg-Con. I'm sure it's called the Neg-Con. It's like the twisty controller, so you like sort of twist it to go left and right. It's pretty good. Yeah, and this was in a bundle. It's called Jay's Racing. I've never played it, but it might be alright. If you haven't noticed, I am a racing games fan. I would say, I'd say a good portion of, particularly the non-Nintendo stuff, is racing. In fact, I'd probably go as far as saying it's 90% racing. R4 Ridge Racer. It's a pretty decent Ridge Racer. Ridge Racer is not my favourite racers, but I do like them, and this one's pretty cool. And then Rage Racer. This was basically the other one in the bundle that I got, and this is what I wanted to basically test the Neg-Cons out on, because I was picking up a load of Neg-Cons and I had no way of testing them, decently. So I needed a game so I could test them. And then Rally d'Africa. It's alright. It's alright. It's not bad. It's not amazing, but it's not bad. I know, I'm pretty sure, aside from the entire Tenchu Collection, that is all of the PlayStation 1 games that I own. I know. Amazing. You're in awe. You're jealous. It's okay. It's okay. So let's go on to the PS2. Again, it's huge. Burnout Revenge. I love the Burnout games. In fact, one of my minor regrets is, before I moved out to Japan, I sold my PAL GameCube collection. thinking that I'll just get all the games again in Japan, and probably cheaper. But they didn't have Burnout 1 and 2 on the GameCube in Japan. So sad face. But yeah, Burnout, love it. Alright. I should have started with PAL again, but I have a PAL game. Now, I'd picked this up towards the end of my life in the UK, and I never actually got around to playing it. And the reason I picked it up is because SSX Tricky on the GameCube, or the Xbox, is again one of my favourite games of all time. And I thought, well, I need to check out this, and because I hadn't got around to playing it, and it is a part of my sort of one of my favourite franchises, I bought it along with me. I did have a fair few PlayStation 2 games, and some good ones as well, but I sold them. But for whatever reason, I bought this with me, but I picked it up in Japan anyway, so I really don't need this. If anyone wants it, they can have it. Just the postage is a bit of an issue. But you know, maybe if we do a deal or something at some point, and you do want that, I can throw that in. You know. Let's look at the difference in cover. I mean, neither are brilliant. Don't get me wrong, but I don't know. I think that's much better than that. Just looks a bit meh. So I don't know if you play SSX, but you know, they're the characters. That's the Japanese box, you know. So, which character shall I play? Or you can look at that piece of shit. Look at that. God, you'd never buy it. You'd never buy it on looking at that. Yeah, this is probably my favourite PlayStation 2 game that I've got anyway. And even if I had the entire collection, it probably still would be up there. And that is Sega Rally 2006. But not only is it Sega Rally 2006, it is the original 95 game on PlayStation 2. And it looks sweet as. It's as arcade perfect as I can notice anyway. I'm sure there's people that would disagree, but I think it's great. And the Sega Rally 95 was one of the games that I probably spent the most amount of money in. That and Daytona, I would say, is probably, yeah, I don't know, maybe around about 50 quid each over a period, not in one sitting. But yeah, Sega Rally, love it. So I think, again, aside from the Tenchu and recent pickups, that is all of my PlayStation 2 games. So I'm going to show you my PlayStation 3 games now. I hope you're strapped in, because this is going to be a long one. So first up, Street Fighter 4. I actually got it. This was gifted to me. A guy that I met here where I live, and he invited me to his house one day, and I was looking for his gaming collection, and he said I could have it. So sweet. And Sega Rally, Sega Rally Revo. Yeah, it's a bit lackluster, but I don't know, it's good. It's good. I like playing it, but I don't know, it's not exciting to play so much. Not like the previous Sega Rallies. Although it's nowhere near as bad as Sega Rally on the Game Boy Advance. But no, it's good. It's good. It's just, I don't know. There's just something. I feel like there's something missing, but it's still good. And that's it. That's my PlayStation 3 collection. Aye, amazing. Right, PSP. Now, the PSP, I got 2004. It was released in Japan, and it's definitely yeah. I'm gonna say 100% is my favourite handheld system ever. I played it so much, and obviously I was an adult when it came out. I was nearly 25 when it came out, and I played it so much. I loved it. But I've only got 2 physical games. I've got a memory card and I can swap out ROMs and whatnot, but 2 physical games that I decided to keep. One was this one, which is Outrun 2006, which is a great game. I had this on PlayStation 2 and the Xbox in my previous lives collection, but I sold home. And then this one, this is in my top 5 games of all time. And then you're gonna think, oh, you geeky twat, but it's amazing, and I don't know, just there's something about this one. There's loads of Tenchu to Go games, and you know they're not all amazing. You know, some of them are quite boring, but there's just something about this particular one that's just special to me. So I've kept it. I've always kept it, and that's my PSP collection. So I'll show you my entire. You know where this is going. My entire Xbox and Xbox 360 collection. We'll start with the Xbox because it contains a massive one game. And it's this. It's a shooter. I don't know. I've never even played it. I don't know if I can play it. I've got an Xbox 360. It might work on that. I don't know. I've never even tried it. I don't know. I'd like an Xbox. I did actually see one in Hard Off the other day, and it was boxed and beautiful, and it was probably what, £30, so it wasn't too bad. But I just haven't got any money at the minute, so I had to leave it. And then my Xbox 360 collection is 3 times the size of that. 3 times the size. Burnout Paradise. I originally played this on the PlayStation 3. I played it for, I don't know, it's got to be over 100 hours, I reckon. Maybe. And I wanted to get it again, and I got it on the. I wanted to get it on the PlayStation 3 because that's what I originally played it on. But I saw this for cheap, and I thought, yeah, why not? I have got an Xbox 360, so. And this one, I think I just saw it in a store for 100 yen. Test drive. I've not played it. That will be a theme. If you bother to tune in again, it's not the last time you're gonna hear. I've never played it. Perfect Dark Zero is this steel book. I think it was only ever a steel book, to be fair. Now apparently it has some kind of card. I remember, I think it was Glory Hunter was on about it. It's number 4 of 9. Means nothing to me. If 4 or 9 is one that you need, Scott, and you're one of the saddest people in the world watching this shit, then you can have it. Means nothing to me. I just really like Perfect Dog on the N64. It was the only maybe I'll save the story. I'll save the story for whenever I get around to it. But Perfect Dark Zero, never played it. And that is my entire Xbox collection. Not just Xbox, but you know, Xbox series. I don't have an Xbox One. I certainly don't have the new Series X, is it? I've got nothing against them. I know that if I was to buy one, I mean, I couldn't right now, but even if I had the money to buy one, it would just be a waste. I wouldn't play it so much. I've got hundreds of games that I already don't play. I don't need to add to that. So you've seen my entire PlayStation collection, my entire Xbox collection. Although that's not technically true, because I'm going to show you my Tenchu collection. So try and do this in chronological order, but I might get it wrong. I don't know if you can hear that noise. I was actually thinking about making a video called Noises of Japan, because everything just makes a noise. Everything. It's like the ice cream man, but everything makes a noise. Like the I want to say gummy truck, but dustbin lorries make a noise. There's a tofu man that comes around, which is like an ice cream man but sells tofu stuff. Oh, there's loads of stuff. I can't even turn the tap on and get a glass of water without my tap making a noise. It sings me a little song. Anyway, I digress. So the original Tenchu, you saw the power one. This was the Japanese. And then Tenchu 2. I quite like the original Tenchu box. This one's a bit meh. And then, although I'm not sure actually, maybe this one came out after the first. It's not like a full Tenchu game. I can't remember. I'm shit. But this is like basically the top 100. There was a map maker in one of the games. I don't know. I can't remember if it was 1 or 2. And the top 100 courses made by the general public were put onto this disc. And I can't remember. It might have been 1 and then that came out and then 2 came out. I can't remember. And then this is the same game, but it's just a different. That's like the selects version. So I don't usually get variants. It was just these are dirt cheap, these games. So it was just, why not? If you're gonna go for it, go for it. So that's PlayStation 1. And then we've got PlayStation 2, which there was only 2 games on the PlayStation 2, I reckon. And that was Tenchu 3, which I'm pretty sure was released in the UK as well, I think. And then Tenchu Kurenai. I think it's Kurenai. Yeah. I don't know if that was released in the UK. I don't know. And then there's a variant of Tenchu 3, which is like the selection, best of, but it's got a DVD an extra DVD with it. No idea what's on the DVD. So then we've got, they did release one of those Tenchu games on the Xbox. I'm pretty sure they did. I don't have that. I think it's the only Tenchu game that I don't have. Xbox 360. Now this was released in UK. I think it was called Z or Z. But it's called Shenron in Japan. Tenchu Shenron. And then Tenchu 4, which I have on the Wii. I don't know if it was it on anything else? Oh, I know it was on PSP, because I'm looking at it. So the PSP games, I did have this one back in the day, this Japanese one, and this, to be fair, is what got me into Tenchu. Shinobi Taisen. Yeah, really cool game. And then the rest I haven't played. But in order, I think this is the order. I don't know. So I think this is Tenchu 3 Portable, I think. We think. And then that could be, couldn't I? Yeah, it is. So that's basically the same two games that I just showed you on the PlayStation, but these are the portable versions. And then this is Tenchu 4, which I think is the full Tenchu 4 game, obviously, but without the motion. And then they re-released Tenchu 4 on the best label, but there is actually a slight difference. You can do multiplayer. You could do 2-player on this one, where the original one was just 1 player. So of course you need both, right? And then this, sorry excuse for Tenchu game, on the DS, Dark Shadow. I remember I did have this on PAL, and I did try to start playing it, and I was just like, the fuck? What is this? So that's the Tenchu Collection. Oh, I'm ever so sorry. I've missed it. I've missed a PlayStation 2 game. Look at that bad boy. It is a game. It's Mino. And the story is that this doll, the doll essentially was, it was originally created for a TV drama called Densha Otoko, which means train man, and it's a story about, it's supposedly a true story, that on a forum, this guy would tell this story how he ran into this girl at a train station, and it was on a train. He was on a train, and this drunk guy started harassing this girl, and he was like really geeky, but it really bothered him, and he tried to step in, and he ended up getting punched or something, and then the woman sort of tracked him down and gave him a present, and then they would run into each other, and he was like really geeky, and she was like, this high class woman. Anyway, they created this doll that he was like really geeky into, and then because of the popularity of the show, they kind of made it a thing. And yeah, the doll's name is Mina, and kind of named one of my daughters after it. I know, sad. It's not my name. I ain't got to live with it. So we'll do some pickups. We'll do some pickups. It's been half an hour. Shall I do pickups? Shall I do pickups or shall I make this its own video? So, because I've not been like making videos or doing consistent pickup videos, it's kind of a little bit difficult to sort of start somewhere. I suppose I could just start with very recent pickups, but there'd be nothing really to show. So what I decided to do was just get sort of one game from sort of each system. Well, not each system, but basically the most sort of recent. God, I'm making a right pig here with this, aren't I? So they are recent pickups, but when I say recent, I'm using that word very loosely, and I think they are all in 2020. So I haven't been picking up many games this year at all. The year started off pretty well, but obviously we all know what happened. So I do actually have some pickups from today, but I'm going to start off with some recent-ish pickups. So I shall start with the one that I think was the furthest, and that is Choru. Is it Choru? Oh, Chorokyu. Chorokyu, yeah. Chorokyu Wii. I'm not a fan of these games, to be honest. Well, the N64 ones are just really easy, just really boring. You know, you could play them with your eyes closed. I've not played this one. It's probably similar. It's aimed at kids, and so, but I felt I had to have it. You must know that feeling. So I did get that. It wasn't too expensive. I think it was about 1,000 yen, which is about £7, which I suppose is quite expensive for a Wii game. Next was Portal 2. I've wanted Portal 2 for ever. Or when I say ever, that's older than I thought. Well, I probably only ever heard of this maybe 6 years ago, and it looked interesting and I wanted it. I just never got round to it. I was never in the right place at the right time, but I was just flicking through online one day and I saw it for, I don't know, maybe like 500 yen. So I thought, yes, that I can live with 500 yen. It is the EA best hits version, but it was more a case of I want to play it and I don't want to pay a lot of money for it. So Portal 2, Doom 64. This was, well, whenever they announced it on the Switch, I bought this just before that, because I remember I bought it, and again I think it was probably around about the 1,000 yen mark, and then they announced it for the Switch, and I was like, I just bought it for the N64, but I was never gonna buy it for the Switch. I was never gonna pay that kind of money for Doom 64, but I have played it. I went through my N64 games. I basically played about 5 or 10 minutes of every N64 game that I hadn't played. Obviously, if I played it, I know what it's like. But all the ones that I hadn't played, and yeah, it seems pretty decent. So I decided to keep it. It was actually in the maybe pile, if I'm honest. But then, right at the last minute, because I have had quite a bit of a quill, I needed to raise money. So these three that are here are actually fairly recent. They're not recent like as in like the last week or so, but they're fairly recent. So one is Res. There's a book off that's just down the road, and if I'm going past, I'll always pop in. It's not great, but every now and again there's something. So it's worth checking out. Anyone that goes like around charity shops or whatever will understand it. You know, 9 times out of 10 it's probably bullshit, but one time it's probably worth it. Anyway, this was one of them bullshit times, but I did see this, and I think it was, I want to say 400 yen. Sometimes I put the receipt in to remind me, but I didn't. I think it was around about 400 yen, 300 yen, 400 yen. So I thought, well, yeah, why not? It was always a game that sort of interested me. Obviously I know it from the Dreamcast of it being really expensive, and yeah, there's no way I'd be up for any of that, but 300 yen to check it out, yeah, I'll do that. And then this one, I put on one of the WhatsApp groups. Does anyone have Zelda Twilight Princess HD? Because my lad, he wanted, we've got a Wolf Link amiibo, because I did have this game, and I don't know what's happened. I don't know. I've got the amiibo, but I don't know where the game is. I think I ended up trading it in before I came to Japan. But we kept the Wolf Link amiibo, and then he's gone back and played Breath of the Wild, and he wants the Wolf Link to have 20 hearts, and to do that you need to complete this game, scan it, and then I don't know, it's something along those lines anyway. So we needed this game. He wanted to play it in English because obviously it's a lot easier for him in terms of reading and stuff like that. So I just put it on there. Does anyone have it? No one had it, but Stu said, I'll get it for you, no problem. A couple of days later, you know, he's sending it to me. So, and not once did he ask, so you're gonna give me money or whatever. It was just, yeah, I'll get it for you, you know. So top man. This was, I want to say a couple of weeks ago. So it's Tetris. Nothing special about Tetris at all, but God, I want to say a couple of months ago, maybe one or 2 months ago, I was watching shit, what's it called? Man, shit, I've forgotten what his channel name is. His name's Elliot. Wears glasses. The Retro Future. So he was on about this. Oh, what did he call? Oh God, my memory. He called it something. It's basically, you know, Tetris 1.0. Now, the Tetris that we all know and love on the Game Boy is apparently Tetris 1.1. And it has the music, you know, the now this one doesn't. The original version, it was only ever released in Japan for like the first few months or whatever, before they acquired that music and or whatever went on with it. So yeah, apparently it's, I wouldn't say rare, because now I'm looking, I can't find it. It's certainly not rare, but it's worth more to collectors, I guess. So I just have a look every now and again, and if I find one cheap, which is, this is the only one. This is the only one that I've found cheap so far. Minuet. He called it a minuet version. I don't know where that name came from, but maybe one day I could have got a Game Boy, couldn't I? I'm a shit. What can I say? Shit. Okay, so they were recent-ish pickups. No. Oh no. Sorry. This one was the other day. I went to a game store and I saw this in. They've got a section where like it is 100. Well, most things are 100 yen. And Grand Theft Auto San Andreas. I did have it when I was in the UK, but it just went with all the rest. Yeah, I paid 110 yen including tax. I was hard off. Such a dickhead. Hard off, not a game shop. Yeah, so I thought, yeah, why not? Why not? I never played it. I never played it back in the day. I played Grand Theft Auto 3. Watch this space. But I never played San Andreas. So I will try and play that. He says. Probably won't. So today I went to a game shop. I went to a game shop because Lee Retro Chef asked me if I could look out for some games for him. I know I was passing by, so I thought, yeah, I'll drop in and just have a look. Now, I was unsuccessful in that regard. I did get something for someone, but we'll leave that for now because we've got something lined up. You know, a bit of wheeling and dealing. But I did see this. This, which is Grand Theft Auto 3. As you can see, I paid 280 yen, which is, I don't know, £2-ish. Which, you know, I don't see this often. I often do see San Andreas, maybe even the Vice City one. But I don't see this one that often, and I loved it. I did play this one to death back in there, and then I thought, well, you picked up San Andreas the other day. You've just found Grand Theft Auto 3. Let's try and get the others. So I had to look in the PS3 section anyway, like I said, for Lee. And I got this 200 yen. You can't see it behind the. You might be able to pick that up. So it's about 150-ish. It's got tape on it. But yeah, so Grand Theft Auto 4 on the PS3. And then this little bad boy. So this was I mean, we spent big on this one. 480 yen, so £3 something, £3.20, I don't know. Side pocket. Now it caught my eye because they have all the Super Famicom games hanging up, and you kind of like flick through them like that. And I saw this. I'd never seen this before. You always, there's a good like 50 to 100 games that you just always see. It doesn't matter where you go, you will always see these same games. And then this just caught my eye, and it was like, I've never seen that label before. So I stopped. Side pocket. Interesting. Saw the Data East logo. got a little bit excited. So I whipped out my phone, had a look on YouTube at some gameplay. Looked decent-ish. So I checked out a local, kind of like a Gumtree-esque site, and yeah, it was. Well, there wasn't actually one for sale. When you type in, unlike eBay where you type something in and then you have to go and look for sold. With this, it shows you the sold ones as well straight away. And obviously, if there isn't any for sale, you'll only see sold. And there was none for sale, and the ones that had sold were like double, triple this price. So I was like, yeah, I'm gonna get that. My mum had literally the other day sent me some money because it's my birthday coming up next month. So she sent me some money to buy myself a birthday present, and I do need to get some things for the house. I need to get a box for my electric meter. Fucking hell. But yeah, I thought I'd treat myself. £3, £3.20ish. Lovely, happy boy. So yeah, that's it. And if you've sat through this drivel, well done. If you've sat through this and thought that was actually good, then fuck's sake. I pity the fool. I don't know. You know, should I bother doing this again? I don't know. You tell me. There are some things that I'd like to show. I really wanted to do a Wii collection video. I like my Wii collection. It brings me lots of happiness and joy. Lots of early Sunday mornings at car boots, and a lot of memories, you know, happy times picking up those games. So I am proud of that collection, and I did want to show it off, and for years and years I thought I want to do a Wii collection video, but I didn't want to just rattle through them, you know, like I just have now. Really, I wanted to talk about them and where I picked it up, and try and remember how much I paid for it and the story that went with it, and maybe talk a little bit about the game. And I've seen many Wii. I do sometimes even search for Wii collection videos, and I've watched pretty much them all, even the American ones. And I always think, yeah, I could do a better job than that with showing better games. But Retro Bear's ruined it, man. He's ruined it because he's done such a good job. He's got such a massive collection. Alright, he is missing some pretty big hitters, but he's doing it. Yeah, the way that he talks about it, and I don't know. It's just, I know that I can't top it. I can't do a better job. So I might not bother anymore. I did have a bit of banter with him and saying that I was gonna make a video called the Wii games that Retro Bear didn't show you. And I don't know, maybe I might do that, I don't know. Or maybe I will do the whole thing, I don't know. Or maybe you will never see another video from me again. I don't know. We'll see. So yeah, I'm trying to get more involved with the community. I've always I've always just been sort of a watcher, and I always watched YouTube. I used to watch YouTube on my PS3 when I was back in the UK, and obviously, you know, putting comments on there is a no go really. You might not be able to do it at all. And then when I moved here, we bought a TV that was, you know, an Android smart TV. So I used to watch YouTube on that, but we've sold that now because it was a nice 4K, you know, big, fancy, expensive TV. So we've had to get rid of that, but I've started to use my laptop. So I'm getting more involved. I'm making comments and, you know, giving thumbs up, and I'm starting to get involved with people, and I'm really enjoying it. And I kind of feel foolish that I'd never done that before. And that's another sort of thing that sort of spurred me on to make a video, really, just to get more involved in the community. And I never really saw it as a community before. I just saw it as like, well, I've got my mates and there's another group of mates over there that we get together with at events or whatever. But yeah, I do feel it a little bit more community, and it's nice and warm. And oh dear, yeah, banging. But yeah, no, I mean it's been good for me as well. It's really helping me in ways that you might not know or even understand. But yeah, it's been really good, and I've, you know, I say I'm interacting with videos. I'm speaking to some people quite regularly, particularly Eddie Rollercore. I'm talking even with like you know, Stu and Rob and Dana. I've only recently been in a WhatsApp group with them over the last, well, since Corona really, and now I'm in, you know, the big group as well, which is cool. Yeah, I'm just, I knew that this was going to be difficult for me. It really feels like the first time I'm making a video, because it's been such a long time. So I knew it was going to be rusty. I knew it was going to be lots of and not knowing what to say, and being quite conscious of what I'm doing, and, you know, and I know that if I stick at it, it will get easier and whatnot. So, and that's really why I decided to I show you the games that I showed you, because they are, I didn't want to show you like I'm really passionate about the Super Famicom and the Game Boy and the Wii, and I didn't want that to come off crappy. Do you know what I mean? So I'm saving though. I did think about doing Virtual Boy because it was going to be quite a short video. Obviously there's not many Virtual Boy games, and I don't even have a whole collection, so, but again, I don't know, I really like, I like the box art and stuff, and I don't want to ruin it by it being my first rusty, nervous video. So and then I thought maybe DS, because, you know, DS is a bit meh to people. So I don't know. I chose what I chose, and I'm just rambling now. I know people make it sound like there's hundreds, but, you know, I have had a few people say to me that they would like to see, you know, like sort of game hunting videos, and I would like to do it. I think if I could have like a small camera that I could sort of strap to my chest and then put something over it and hide it, I just there's two reasons for that. A, feeling quite conscious that you're recording. It's one real big difference. When I made the videos in 2016 of coming to Japan, there was something psychological about being a visitor. It just made me not care. Do you know what I mean? I don't care if people look at me strange, because I'm visiting and I'll be gone in a week. But when you live here, I don't know. It just, you kind of want to blend in. You don't want to stick out, and you stick out naturally anyway. There's no way I can't stick out, but I don't want to stick out more than I have to, if you know what I mean. So that's one reason why I would want it to be sort of, you know, low-key filming. But the other thing is, a lot of stores don't like it, and sometimes you will get confronted. I personally have never, but that's because, you know, recently I just don't do it. But, you know, some shops even have signs on the doors to say, you know, no filming and stuff like that. So yeah, if I was to do that, I definitely would want something to hide it as much as possible. But then I also think that the shops that I go to, in most part, they're not actually that very good. They're not actually you know, there is a lot of people think that because when you go to Akihabara or Nipponbashi that all the shops are like that, and they're not. So it's kind of, and I do go to the same shops, you know, in my area. Sometimes I do go a little bit further afield, but the majority of the times I'm going to the same shops, you know. So like, imagine you're going to that same charity shop. People are not going to be that interested in it, I don't think. I don't know, maybe I'm wrong, and I don't know. We'll see, we'll try. But I can't just go in there with my phone and start filming. I don't feel comfortable doing that, and B, I may well be told off. So anyway, I hope you have enjoyed it. I can't, honestly, I'm thinking now of what I've just done. I'm thinking, surely no one's gonna be into this. Maybe this won't make the cut, I don't know. But I made progress by setting the tripod up, sitting down and trying. That is progress, because this has not happened for a long time. So till next time, if there is a next time. じゃあまたね。